Well, hi, everyone. Welcome in. Glad you could join us here on Weather Underground. I'm Mike Bettis.
I'm Alex Wilson. As always, we're joined by our expert, Dr. Knapp. We'll get to him in just a few minutes. But starting off, we're getting a look at the moments a deadly tornado hit a power substation. This was really hefty rainfall totals, and that's been, the theme of the year. We've been talking about Fort Lauderdale time and time again. Look at that rainfall for the month of November. Month of April. We remember that epic 24-hour rainfall that they had, over 31 inches coming down in April, over 15.5 inches coming down in September, and by the time all is said and done, we saw over 100 inches of rain for the Fort Lauderdale area. So a record-setting year of rain. No, we're not done yet. We've got much more on the way. 2023 in total, again, 109.14 inches. So that makes it the wettest year in Fort Lauderdale since 1912, besting 1947 with 102.36 inches. So we're already way above that, and this system has the potential to add more inches into the mix. Fort Lauderdale, rain on Wednesday, along with that wind Dr. Knapp talked about. Rain on Thursday, along with that wind. More of the same Friday, Saturday offering up thunderstorms, rain and gusty winds still on Sunday. So we're not changing. You like to see the same things on the scratch-off lottery tickets or the jackpot machines in Vegas. Don't want to see it on your forecast unless it's like sunshine and really pleasant. But leading into, the holiday for a lot of people, when we've got a lot of things to do out and about, we've got a lot of rain and a lot of wind. Rainfall totals, I think 5 to 6 inches here into the southeast part of Florida, and that does include Fort Lauderdale, Mike, on the northern flank. So could we get around 5 inches? That would put us at what? Over 114 inches for the year. We'll see, but the forecast does look to be an especially wet one there in South Florida.
It does seem like an insane
rain on the way. And again, where most of us would go like, meh, thumbs down, these areas need the rain. We've been talking so much about drought, and we've got a good, healthy rainfall coming to a lot of communities. So plenty of 1 to 2 inches, even ½ inch to an inch here in that like shamrock green. Areas that see the darker green, that's where we'll exceed 2, even 3 inches plus in the areas shaded in yellow. So could get that up towards Lubbock, where we see that rain snow mix. Also down towards the Houston metro area, could see some locally higher amounts. That according to the European model. Now the USGFS says, hey, I think a lot of the zone is looking at about ½ inch to 2 inches with some pockets of 2 to 3 plus up into the northern parts of the state of Texas. So pretty good agreement between the two forecast models. Mid to late week, it is that system, that dip in the jet stream, that area of low pressure dipping south, and then of course our subtropical jet helping to increase the moisture. So again, that very El Nino pattern. Moisture being pulled up to the north, that will provide plenty to work with. And so we could see some locally heavy downpours with this system. That disturbance is what's going to get the air rising. So you've got that moisture, or that moisture-laden air rising, and that's going to result, again, in widespread rain and at times some moderate to heavy rain. So as we work into the weekend, I know the timing not necessarily great, but the rainfall will be great for a lot of these communities. Here's Wednesday. Later in the day, it's parts of the panhandle of Texas, again, eastern New Mexico. Keep it there on Thursday through most of the day. As we move now into our Friday, that's when the rain showers really start to get going to the east. So Oklahoma City to Dallas, College Station to San Antonio. You're out there maybe walking the Riverwalk. Be aware, it's not going to be the most beautiful day on Friday. Saturday, more opportunities to do that. We get that rain in the mid-south Gulf Coast areas. So more showers likely across sections of Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia, and will dry out across sections of Texas. But Thursday into Friday, parts of I-20, I-10, everywhere in between, even up towards the Red River, Mike, at least have the opportunity for some localized flash flooding.
All right, something we're going to keep an eye on. Alex, thank you.
Yeah, Florida could get in on some exceptional rainfall totals. Really soggy second half of the week for you guys. We welcome you back into Weather Underground on this Tuesday. I'm Alex Wilson.
Hey, everyone. I'm Mike Bettis. We're also going to check in with our expert, Dr. Rick Knapp, coming up here in just a moment. But Sunshine State, let's check out your forecast.
How long it's going to last, right? You're like, all right, is this going to last all the way to Christmas? Not quite. This is like an end of the week thing. Mid to late week, we've got this disturbance aloft. That's getting the lift going. So the air rises. Air with moisture, that's going to give us condensation, that's going to give us clouds, that's going to give us rain, and in some cases where it's cold enough, it's going to give us snow. So this afternoon, we've already begun to see some snow showers breaking out, but really overnight and into tomorrow is when things really get going. Also, a rainy side to this across sections of Texas and western Kansas and Oklahoma. These areas really need the rain, so it's a good forecast to see. I-25 corridor, these areas get in on snow at times, moderate to heavy, south, central, southwest Colorado as well. Even getting getting into southeast Colorado by early Thursday. You can see Pueblo getting some of that snow, parts of Kansas, parts of western Oklahoma, and the extreme northwestern part of the Texas Panhandle. You get snow. Now, Amarillo, you're going to end as snow later on Thursday, but quite a bit of rain coming to these areas before that quick shot of snow as the system tails out of here. Friday afternoon, you can see parts of New Mexico, parts of Colorado, they are dry. But by the time all is said and done, before that snow moves out, we could be looking at some pretty hefty snowfall totals. Areas around Santa Fe, I think you're in that 8 to 12 inch range. You get into some of the lower elevations, more of those 3 to 5+ inch totals. But east of Santa Fe, could see totals 1.5 to 2 feet of snow. So there will be some pockets where we see some locally maximized totals. That's the European model. GFS model does also have that hot spot around the Santa Fe area, 1.5 to 2 feet for Santa Fe, probably on the north side of town, some of the higher amounts. Durango, Colorado, also looking at some 8 to 12 inch totals plus there. Now in Albuquerque, not looking at accumulations there, but either side of town, that's where we begin to see some of those accumulations. And again, you head to the north and east, and that's where we could easily exceed a foot of snowfall. The timing looks like this. Albuquerque, you've got the snow in the higher elevations, some spotty rain. It's going to be a chilly rain as well. So then the mix of rain and snow as you go up. Areas north and northeast of Albuquerque will see more of the snow. Could end with a few flakes in Albuquerque, but really by that point, not going to be picking up accumulations. Amarillo, Texas, you also end as snow. I think here we could see about an inch, maybe some 1 to 3 inch totals on the south side of I-27 up towards the Dalhart area. So western Oklahoma, western Kansas could also be looking at least some minor accumulations. And here's your timing for Amarillo, for Lubbock. It's a lot of rain during the day Wednesday. You see that deeper shade of green, indicative of some moderate, even heavy at times downpours. We'll switch to a rain snow mix by Thursday afternoon, end with that quick shot of snow. So again, Mike, it's not going to be a long-lasting snow event here. That's why we aren't going to be picking up some serious totals.
Yeah, and you think about winter